I love a buttered biscuit.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. Hey, hey, hey. Good to see everybody. And what a day this is going to be. We're just having a little bit of fun hanging out. Opening up a spot so people that are hanging out on their way or doing whatnot, Dollywood, they've got a place to come hang out. They're free to give a hard time if they want to. It's entirely up to them. But I've basically opened it up for all of these fine folks to be able to just jump in as they want, come by, say hi, and just give a hard time if that's what they want to do. If they want to stop by for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't matter. In case you guys don't know, the expert has put together a Friday night live. It's going to be going on in Tennessee. They're meeting up. They're going to be at Dollywood for Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday, they've got a few people coming in. You'll probably see them come jumping in, doing streams here and there throughout. Just opening it up so these guys have a place to let us know what's going on with them, what's been going on with them, and if they have anything they want to update us with. Might have a few other guests besides that. They come jumping in the meantime. But it's going to be a beautiful day, beautiful afternoon. I'm only going to have it open for a couple hours because, well, I do have animals that will have to be fed here at some point in time. But we've got some interesting stuff. Probably show you some crazy SovCit things, see what's going on. Maybe we'll like stream bomb some people just for the love of it. If you guys are up for that. I've got some, there's a bunch of people that are probably streaming right now. We got everything from the fine folks that are over on, trying to see who all is. There was a few people on earlier, but it looks like everybody's pretty much ended their streams. They're just chilling out right now. And we had a few that were on. Let me see if we've got anyone currently running a stream, and we'll just go stream bomb them for the hell of it, because that's what we do. We like to just show up and randomly give people a hard time. And yeah, so do they have to have a gun money for the bail money? They will need. The expert gets them arrested. No, Tammy Bugard, how's it going? I used to be young. Good afternoon, Shizzy. Good afternoon. And Daniel Berry highlights. Norma Stevens. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good morning, wherever you might be. Yeah, we wanted to have just a little bit of fun. See if we could get any updates for you guys. Some of these folks are going to be traveling. I already spoke with little D Danielle, and she's in undisclosed place. She doesn't have internet, but she is on her way. She's halfway in between currently, so she's doing that. And she said, I just don't have good internet, or I would come hang out, which is absolutely fine. I'm not expecting everyone or even anyone to show up. Just see if we can get some updates happening with those fine folks. Hey, David Nelson, Norma Stevens. It's 10:30 p.m. in the Netherlands. Oh my gosh. Well, that really sets off Baker's schedule like pretty crazy. If I'm not mistaken, he came in today, and if I'm not mistaken, he's probably up at a strip joint or something of that sort, because that's what he does. That's but it looks like we don't have anybody that's firing up anytime soon. Maybe I'll give you guys just a little bit of hey Zach, what is going on? Okay, rough physical therapy. Oh, okay. It was decided that you'd be solely work with the head therapy afternoon in Oregon. Well, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. Hey Phoenix, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, there's like I said, I wanted to fire this thing up and see if there was anything that anybody wanted to update on. As I said, if there's people that have updates, more than likely they're really super busy right now, or they are on the road, or they're traveling, or they're getting ready to travel, or they're packing up. You never know what anybody is doing. And if they're on the road and driving, they're more than welcome to just hit that little join button at any time they want to and come on in and join up and give a hard time. But I thought I would probably get some nice, interesting little things happening like this right here. We got the pineapple. What is up, brother?
Not much, man. They just pulling my hair out, trying to
last
minute shit.
Oh, I understand. And like I said, I figured there would probably be some people like you that had not quite left yet, and we're still getting ready. And
yeah, I'm taking off tomorrow morning.
There you go. Well, and if I'm live while you're on the road, feel free to. I'll drop you a link, and you're welcome to jump in if and just let people know that you're doing fine, that you haven't run anybody out, run anybody over or anything like that.
Yeah, there you go. Just to throw on the camera on the dash, and there that way you all can just kind of do an impromptu T-Rex kind of stream.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he can't do those anymore, according to his I guess his overlords told him they didn't want him streaming from while they're driving, because they don't want to give away their location, just in case you have like truck bandits or some crap like that. So that really sucks, but it happens.
I get it. Makes sense.
I mean, I would probably just record it if I were him, and then play it like the day after, so nobody
do it as a premiere,
or just do it, or just have it uploaded to play, and then record the next one, and then have it uploaded, and just do it like that, so that way they never know where you're at,
right?
Get people watching. It would be probably I mean, I don't know, I'm not a truck driver anymore, so I drove small trucks, like moving van sized trucks,
right.
And might have been, they might have had like no windows on it, and mattress and puppies. Just kidding. I was never that
sketchy AF.
Sketchy as fuck. Yes. Yeah. So what I was going to do is just like, have some random stuff happening, and just, let people come in and go as they want. Like I said, I'm sure there's still quite a few people that have not even packed up to leave yet, because I believe some people are arriving Wednesday. I think Baker got there today.
Okay.
So it's just having fun. Just have a little bit of fun. Let us catch up with you guys. Let us know what's going on in the Dollywood realm. Expert was on this morning. He came by for a little bit, and you know how it goes with Expert. He likes to derail. Which is beautiful. And he came by last night for a bit and derailed a little bit there, which was awesome. I love it that he's no, it wasn't this morning. It was yesterday. Yeah, it was last night he came on. See, I'm so confused most of the time. But yeah, I was just getting ready to pull up some pretty interesting stuff that I downloaded a couple of days ago that I was like, oh, these would be pretty cool to sort of check out, watch some of the Eckerd v. Owens stuff that I thought would be pretty neat. There was that one, and I mean, I've got to give kudos, because I sent a shout out to somebody, and I said, if you want, and this is the first time that this person has been here, so all we have to do is just remember,
touchdown, paper unbreaded.
Hey, you loon.
What's going on?
Somebody man? Screwed up and let me on here.
How you doing, Captain Kern?
I am doing well. How about yourself?
Doing good. So you went and had eye surgery done not too long ago, right? or was that
No,
just a
it's
pre-upload?
getting done. The first
Okay.
die is in June. The second die is July.
All right.
There you go.
Congrats, man. That's wonderful.
So, and I'm not copying the expert.
No,
I legitimately can't see.
That's fine. That's fine. Well, and you know, I know that you hadn't been on here before, but I've seen you in chat a few times, and I thought, you know, I've a few times. I've also seen that you do stream. You do what gaming streams, and I know that you're doing 3D printing and stuff like that.
I stream anything anymore. I can't stream games because I can't see them anymore until I get my surgeries. But yes, gaming. But I do just about anything. Just general commentary right now, just having some fun.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. Yeah, I sent some of these fine folks over to go check you out. If you guys haven't subscribed to Captain Curran, he's does similar to what the rest of us do, and that's just whatever the hell he feels like doing.
Pretty much.
Ain't that the truth?
But I figured I would give you a nice introduction to this craziness and sort of hang out for a bit. Like I said, I can only do this for a couple of hours, mainly open it up for the people that are going to be in Tennessee, but it always is helpful to have, a couple of people that can hang out, and I know that they're not going to burn everything up.
I'll burn the barn doors off this thing.
Ribeye to the cabin. Ribeye to the cabin. There you go. I'm the captain now. Hey, Lady Tammy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Tammy Bugard.
I mean,
yes.
We could go. I mean, if you guys want full captain style, we could do that.
I'm your captain.
Love it.
Except for it's very hot.
Mm-hmm.
So no.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Oh, so what's been going on with you, Captain?
Just
besides your eye surgery,
literally hanging around streams pretty much, and learning this AI stuff has been very fun.
Has it not?
It is a weird tool to use.
I have been delving into the deep side of it, and far beyond Suno. And it's interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I'm keeping it mellow though, and trying to keep my channel from getting too deleted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on the programming side, since that's what I did. That's what I am by nature. Is computer guy. IT guy for 25 years. So I love programming, and so next to me is a computer that has its own AI model on it now.
Nice. That is awesome. Hey, little D.
Hey.
Yeah, like I said, little D. I spoke with her, via text, and she was like, I don't have good internet. So I was like, no worries. It's good. Damn dyslexia. You know how to spell your name. Oh shoot. You know what? I didn't do that. I thought I had sent Mo in the deep end one here also, because I do that whenever I send these things out. But yeah, this is, like I said, this is all the people that are, sort of associated with what's going on with, the YouTube stuff. Just like, it's a neat little group of people that we have here. Might end up having MLS on here if he finishes up before I get done. He is one of the people that's going over to Dollywood. We've got the White Rabbit, Valhalla, Broken Baker, Kaiser Pineapple. We've got this lovely young lady, but there's only one way that I can bring this lovely young lady on, and it's this.
Wee woo! Wee
Hey guys.
Hey,
So
Mo.
I got terrifying news that if I was a good parent, I would know. But the youngest two ferals are getting out of school in 2 days, and these last 2 days are half days. I'm like, damn it. Give me pixie sticks and duct tape. I'm gonna need some.
Well, if you do it right, you can like have the pixie stick there so they have a breathe hole, and then you tape the rest of it off, and then you just throw some nerds in there every so often.
Good idea. I mean, there's 2 different food groups, so. What, you don't go crystal powder, liquid plasma?
Look, yeah, well, what was it? Crystal Light? Do that stuff right there. It's full of saccharin, so that way it doesn't rot their teeth.
Yeah. Look, y'all, I almost needed bail money. I almost needed bail money today because my middle daughter wanted to bring her little guy friend over, and they have to kind of stay in the top level so I can keep an eye on them. And she's like, "Is the house clean?" And I told her that Mr. Mo had cleaned the house for Mother's Day. And my child, this child that I birthed, this child, I put their giant head out of my body and gave them life, on the phone said, "What have you been doing all day?" And I felt all of my female ancestors from back in time down the genealogical line getting ready to take my flip-flop off. It was like, one of those things where I would like, you've gone too far, because I think she realized she went too far. But I was like, I'm going to take a deep breath, and I want you to rethink what you just said to me.
Oh,
I'm sorry, you want to repeat that again as Dad takes off the belt?
You sure I don't think you said what I thought you said. Let's just double check. You want to repeat that?
Yeah, I was just like, the hell you say? Like, "You're not my supervisor." Full Charlene from Archer. I was just like,
You see, here's the thing. I'm an old man. I don't think I heard you quite clearly. So I'm going to need you to say it again. But this time, say it with your chest.
Oh my gosh. Say it like you mean it.
I know. I was like, I told my lawyer friend, I'm like, "I'm gonna need bail money. I'm gonna need bail money because my Snapped episode just started right now. You'll see me on Wish TV News, Channel 7, in the big giant people mobile, blaring Freebird, and sparklers, as I have a sign on there that said "Mom on strike," and I'm gonna go to Dollywood with no planning, just the credit card. Sorry, this has just been a inner monologue. Sorry.
Well,
the inner monologue becomes outer, and it's gold.
Ask expert for his empties. I'm sure he has plenty of them as he eats pixies by the case. You'll save money. Just move your nose so I can see what your mouth just said.
I was just like,
that was me as a child.
Yes. We all as children, I'm sure that we like to think that we were, the perfect little angels.
Oh no, I know I wasn't, but I know that I knew enough that I would still be in intensive care in a coma, like that Alive Dustin Hoffman movie, if I said that to my mother. Like, I just went in there and she used to be able to count and everything.
Can you read that right there, Kaiser? And you know the voice to use.
Good anger flowing during through every cell of your body. Oh yeah.
Let the
I was trying to go
rage
for Emperor
flow through
Palpatine, but the cadence is off.
No, you gotta get the Randy
Flowing
Savage.
through every cell. How the
Kaiser,
JKD Buck, are we going to have it
flowing through every cell of your body? Oh yeah.
Can we talk about Palpatine being an older man taking his young angsty twink, bedfellow / mentor E to this weird like ballet thing where he's talking about how he got conceived by the Force. I mean, I know there's no easy way to put this, but that was just weird and creepy.
Well, if you got conceived by the Force, that would require a Jedi, wouldn't it? So that means like he was conceived by it.
That were playing with that.
Yeah.
Really?
Look, I know the Lord Darth Plagueis didn't want to die, so he kept messing with stuff and didn't realize Palpatine was
Darth
an ass.
Plagueis the Wise.
Well, that's one way of like using your sword, I guess. Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
But you saw the one that I want to say it was on the Twitter that I had. It was damn hilarious. I saw it and I lost my ever living mind. Where was it? Is it this?
Well, apparently I am being tasked with picking up the Munchkin here in a few minutes after I can get with what I've been doing.
I'm only hopping on because I just got a message that I don't need to cook for the boys, but I do need to make sure that they are clothed appropriately.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Like you can, like I said, people can come and go as they want, but I did it.
Oh my gosh. I love, one day I'm just going to pull a full Randy out in public. Like, I thought this was America. I guess this is coming to China. I thought this was America. Look, before I die, I need someone pulling a full Randy like in Walmart in front of me while I am laughing my ever living tits off, just watching them. But I need that in my life. I have very weird bucket goals.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh. I love you guys so much because it's just fun doing this kind of stuff.
Yes.
And I mean, people miss out on the reaching out and touching grass. And that's one of the reasons why Expert wanted to say, hey, I want to do a Friday Night Live and have as many people show up as we can get to possibly show up. Hey, Texas Jim. Get as many people to show up as we can possibly get to show up, to come hang out, to, touch dirt, meet people in person,
Yes.
and say hello to everybody and shake hands and give hugs unless you're Kaiser, because he's going to get hugged by Valhalla Waits, and it's going to be, one of those big bear hugs. Nothing you can do about it, brother. You're going to get suckered right into it.
Breathe deeply and think of England. On that note, I'm going to go make sure all the boys are clothed because, I never had this problem with the girls. But apparently, pants are prison in this house, and I have to make sure that everyone has pants on.
Well, make sure they all have pants on because we are boys and, we are not wearing pants, of course.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I'm out.
Thanks for having me on.
Yep. I'll see you later tonight.
Okie dokie.
Oh my gosh.
Well, apparently Texas Jen is joining in the the party on that one.
Oh yeah.
Well, the good news is I'm a hugger, so
Well, I did find this right here. So this is one of the new challenges they're going to be doing at Dollywood. Texas Jen, you volunteering? Drinking? Anybody?
Perfect.
I was going to say, I don't see the failure here.
No failure at all.
Either she drinks it or we get an impromptu wet t-shirt contest. It's a win-win.
one of these two. And I know that the expert doesn't believe birds are real, right? So this is so he started feeding these guys a while back and was calling them crows because he thought they were crows. And then a bunch of people get in my DMs and they said, no, those are ravens. So he stopped calling them crows. And so I said, oh, okay, I'll call them ravens. Start calling them ravens. And now a bunch of you in my DMs saying, hey, stop calling them ravens. They're crows. I don't know what the right answer is, but I can't make everybody happy. But I did realize I can make everyone equally unhappy. So these are now chickens. I'm just out here feeding my chickens, guys. There you go, chickens. Perfect.
Oh my god. Yep.
So if you guys aren't happy, just know that I will just be feeding my chickens.
Yeah, I totally needed a laugh today after the fiasco fighting with FedEx today. Oh, God. They still are saying that my shirts are supposed to arrive today.
Oh.
But it's still listed. It's not listed as out for delivery yet. And this morning, FedEx said, we lost your package. We don't know where it is. But now they're saying that it's on the way and it's going to be delivered. But they don't know where it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So I ended up calling the seller. The seller has a warehouse 15 miles from my house. So whenever I placed the order went to the warehouse 15 miles from my house 5 days ago. 5 days ago. And it literally, the day I ordered it, the same day it got picked up and dropped off at the FedEx Smart Post facility.
Mm-hmm.
It's been sitting there for 5 days. And I said, I could drive there and pick it up faster than like hundreds of times before you guys would even deliver it one time. Hang on a second, I gotta go take care of something real quick.
That's fine. What is the Vegas betting line on who expert gets in trouble first? Oh, well, I guarantee that it's not going to be expert you have to worry about. It's going to be Valhalla. He's going to get Baker in trouble.
Are you doing okay today?
I am.
Well, that's really great!
Ah! Oh my god, do you have Tourette's too?
Oh my god! Do you have Tourette's?
Yes! Fuck!
Oh god!
Please!
Please!
But I don't have tics!
Oh, oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Meow! Meow. Mrs. Claus!
No!
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 Just fingernails.
That's a buttercup, David.
God, I'm so glad you have such a great attitude about it.
I just think the life is too short to take seriously.
Yes! Yes!
This is me! You have a great day, ma'am.
You too. I love it. Are you doing okay?
I love that one.
You like that, huh?
Oh, I've seen that a dozen times, and it just keeps getting funnier. I want to ride with that Uber driver. I really do.
Yes, but he had such a good attitude about it. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah, the Tourette's thing is kind of funny. Oh god! All right, well, I gotta go pick up the Munchkin, y'all, and finish packing, and then 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'm on the road.
And this is something for you to head out on here. Just keep this in mind whenever you jump in your Tesla.
You think I could afford one of those damn things?
No thanks.
No thank you.
This is why I'm glad that internal combustion is still a thing.
Yes, brother. I agree with you. I completely agree with you. All right, man.
Shizzy, thank you so much for inviting me. Cap, good to see you, bud. And I will see y'all out later. I guess I'll see y'all in Dollywood.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll probably have the stream open sometime in the afternoon. Hey Val, what's up, brother? Come swing by, give us some updates. Let us know how you're doing.
Yeah, we'll do.
Grab the baker. Let them know too. We'll see you soon, Kaiser. Oh my gosh. Yes. Hey, Tammy. Hey, see you soon, Kaiser. Yeah, she's gonna bring you. Sorry, no female Sasquatch attacks. No, we got better. We got better than Sasquatch attacks. We have smart women.
What'd you say?
The old one. 87, 89, 91. With the new gas.
Do you think that that's the year that the gas was from?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah. That's my exact thought. That's my exact thought.
I will contest it if anybody says that she went to a private school.
Baker's scared Valhalla may have a bit of goat cheese in his pocket and get him in trouble. Sometimes I wish I was that clueless. Wow. Speechless. Yes. But hey, our politicians are not much better. You saw the mayor of New York City, right? What he had to say.
Plan that states those jobs that we are in high demand, we could expedite. How do we have a large body of people that are in our city and country that are excellent swimmers, and at the same time we need lifeguards? And the only obstacle is that we won't give them the right to work to become a lifeguard. Plan that states those.
Pay attention to his eyes. I'm pretty positive he just got done doing something with the devil's lettuce.
Let's be. Like, what in the hell did he just say? Oh man, I gotta I can go all day with this stuff. Jesse, I suggested to Valhalla this morning that he should make a sign that says Broken Baker. He can't stand there with it. He can stand there with it when he goes to pick him up. He has to wear like the little butler's hat, the chauffeur's hat.
It would be funnier if Valhalla was in a French maid's outfit.
Oh, no, that would not be funny.
Yes, it would.
Maybe for you, I would want to see that.
Nobody wants to see it, but it'd be funny.
Hey, Dave, Shiz must have some good smoke. Oh, no. I find life humorous like this lady.
Okay, I am the problem.
Yes,
I went on a date with this guy, and he was like, it's getting late. Do you want to come back to my place? And I was like, sure, but I'm not going to sleep with you. Like, that's not happening. And he was like, that's totally fine. Just come over. And I was like,
don't do that, dude.
So I go to his place. He respects my wishes. He's so nice. He cuddles me all night. And I'm like, are you gay? Like, what? And like, I just wanted him to like try, and then for me to be like, no, you know what I mean? I wasn't gonna sleep with him. But I just, now I feel ugly.
You are.
This is what. Oh my God. Okay, I am.
She's lying. You have so many questions, don't you?
Do you ever wonder about the future of the planet?
No, I don't.
I'm pretty sure we don't need to wonder anymore.
Well, I was like, toxic SF. He actually thought that might be a good idea, is to respect her wishes if she doesn't want to be, all he had to do is say, well, now that you're here, you can, if you, and that way she would have the, oh no, I told you no. Okay, that's cool. See, but he made her feel ugly because like she wasn't worth pursuing. Maybe she wasn't. Maybe once she took all the makeup off, he looked at her and was like, yeah, probably a good thing that I don't. She's crazy. So he was listening to the rest of the manosphere that says, do not put your ween in the crazy. Keep it
like
at the crazy.
60-year-old pole dancer with a really good tan from Florida.
Yes. Yeah. She must have blonde roots. That's why Mexico does so badly in the Olympics. Everyone that can run, jump, or swim is already over here. Oh my God, we are goners. Just don't mate with idiots. No, what you need is someone like this guy right here.
The aircraft is being observed, so to speak, because oil pressure on the number 2 engine is trending upwards. And the aircraft is going to require, actually it's the fuel pressure, fuel system filter replacement when the aircraft gets back from Hawaii. They've told us that the plane's good to go, but I'm not really feeling it. I'm not going to leave the ground if I'm not completely certain that we have an airworthy aircraft, so I'm going to probably err on the side of caution, and I'm refusing the aircraft. So what that means for you right now, I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if we have another airplane here at the airport, but I hate to do this to you, but this is one of those tough calls that I have to make, and I feel a lot more comfortable making this call than flying 6 hours over the water and maybe having an issue. Anyway, that's where things stand now. I apologize for that. Morning hasn't been so good. We do appreciate your patience, though. We're going to have everybody deplane the aircraft here momentarily.
Dude, that is, thank you, pilot. Yeah, kudos to the pilot, Mad Englishman. I'm with it. Take off, a-hole. We have a schedule. Yes, smart pilot. I agree, Ghost. I agree. That is a very smart pilot. Smart pilot looks at the situation and says, you know what? It's just not worth it today. Just not worth it. Gotta be smart with this kind of stuff.
I wouldn't fly that.
I mean, if there's any suspicion with it, you got any sort of suspicion with getting, doing something. It's like if you get in your car and you press on the brake pedal and it just doesn't feel quite right. Do you get in and drive? No.
Your man.
Only some people will get that. Oh God. Oh. I love it. I love it. Oh, I did see this, and I was curious to find out who this was, because I know that Baker could fix this one. So could Valhalla. What do you think? You could fix this?
This 18-year-old girl from Ventura County driving an Infiniti G37, or as police are now alleging, a deadly weapon, was chased by cops at over 100 miles per hour after also crashing into cops, before being taken into custody by cops in a dead end after she took a wrong turn, in a pursuit that ironically started as a speeding violation. CHP officers were notified of a pursuit coming into the Ventura area from Santa Barbara County just before 9 p.m. Saturday. The driver at the wheel is alleged to be Felicity Hughes of Camarillo. She eventually exited the freeway and went towards Auto Drive Mall before she turned down a dead-end road onto a private lot. She then made a U-turn and hit the gas before striking a patrol vehicle, leaving that cop car undrivable and an officer with minor injuries. She was then taken into custody without further incident. Hughes was charged with evading police and willful disregard and assault with a deadly weapon. She was transported to Todd Road Jail in Santa Paula. This 18-year-old girl from
Yeah. Only 18. She's got hope. I'll show her the light. Goodness.
She went to jail and immediately made somebody a really good girlfriend.
Yeah, but she ain't gonna be there for very long. She'll be out on bail. Oh, Puddletown says, been to Hawaii twice. The big plane is fun. The short hoppers between islands are scary as hell. Yeah, because they don't get up to altitude. They're up in the air for such a short period of time, like less than 30 minutes. So you don't have any reason to get altitude going. You know, and that's where all the bumpy turbulences is down low. Oh, wow. I like that. Drawing tips. Weird. Oh, sorry. Somebody just showed was showing a something I can't really show. Somebody is curious of what's going on with Australians. So how many Australians do we have here? Show of hands. Because somebody in America is curious. What's up with Aussies? They're barefoot everywhere. I don't know. That's odd. That's how I would be. I guess. I mean, wouldn't you? If you had the opportunity, just be barefoot?
I don't wear shoes most of the time, so.
I mean,
is it a shortage of Payless shoe stores in Australia?
I don't know if it's a shortage of shoe stores. It's just a shortage of like giving an F. I think that's what it boils down to. We got some old Squishy's garden here. So this is always fun.
So I know you know me, Magistrate. Do you see why she got the ticket she got?
Yeah, let me just, I'm sorry, I was on hold. Let me just turn the light on. Should I do, my name is SovCit Bajori.
Do you have a notice of hearing from the court?
Yes. Actually, the mail letter that I received, I got it last, but I called the court and they gave me the magistrate ID because my hearing's today on the 13th. My name is SovCit Bajori.
Right. Your hearing is scheduled for 2:30 this afternoon, ma'am.
So get here.
2 to 3?
No.
2:30.
2:30 this afternoon.
Lady.
Oh, I thought it's 9 and I couldn't sleep. I was waiting, anxious. Can we finish it now or no?
No, because the officer's not here. The officer will be here at 2:30.
I understand, sir.
Okay. We'll see you then.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Got Ms.
Yes.
These
Yes,
are
sir.
citations 24 RO 03065 and 3065A. One ticket was for speeding. It was written for 45 and a 25. The other citation was for no proof of insurance. The tickets go back to the 20th day of April. They were issued about 6:12 in the evening on Washington near Harrison. When you were stopped, was your vehicle insured?
It was insured and I have the proof of insurance now with me. And I informed my officer that I have insurance, but it's going to take me a good while to dig into it because it was in one of the emails.
Can you put the proof of insurance on the screen?
I don't know how to print it, but I can actually. My phone is not the super good phone because I don't have money to get another one for now. But sometimes it just go dead. But I have the number, the insurance. It's a AAA.
Sounds like something you should have figured out before court.
Do you have a certificate of no fault insurance in your possession right now?
It is. It is. The insurance.
Okay, would
is
you
with
put
me.
it in front of the camera and then speak, please?
No, it is. It is with me digitally. I have the insurance digitally, sir. I can give it to you so you can definitely be sure that it is a Michigan certificate
She
of
had
insurance.
2 hours to figure this out.
Can you
And
screen
type of-
share it?
A screenshot it. I can screenshot it. I don't know how to send it to you, sir. I
For the
definitely
hearing,
can.
ma'am, you should have a paper copy.
I never had a paper copy.
yes.
Everything I do is online, sir. Everything.
Getting it for the hearing would have been how you would have prepared for the hearing. We'll go back to this issue. Let's go back to the speeding, 45
Yes.
and a 25. You can admit, you can deny, or you can admit with an explanation.
Yes, sir. I was speeding with not me being aware. First of all, I didn't have a job.
Ma'am, you
and I
haven't
was-
spoken, you haven't addressed the question that I asked you.
So,
Are you admitting or denying? that
But
you
she's
were
on her
driving
phone. All her
45
digital
and a
stuff's on her
25?
phone.
I can't remember, but since the officer stopped me and he said yes, I was speeding, I can't deny the officer. Why would he accuse me? You know, I can't deny the law of enforcement. They're here to protect us to enforce the law. This is 100% understandable.
Enforce the law.
So I'm not sure, but I can't deny that either.
So you are admitting that you were speeding.
I guess so. I'm not sure.
Please
I'm-
raise your right hand.
Well, there
Please
should be
raise
some-
your right hand.
Yes, sir. I can't understand. What does
Please
that mean?
raise your right hand to take the oath.
Yes,
Do you
I
swear?
swear.
What do you
I
swear?
swear. I swear I'm not sure. I was not aware. I was not aware. And I have my
This is
explanation.
not a monologue.
Oh boy.
It is not. I
This is
understand.
not a monologue. Stop talking, please. I'm asking you to take an oath. While I'm trying to give the oath, you're talking. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
I swear that the testimony that I'm going to give now, it will be the truth.
Okay, the officer will testify first as to the speeding, please.
All right. Magistrate, on the date previously mentioned, on April 20th, 24, approximately 6:12 p.m., I was on patrol in marked car 803. I was conducting a distracted and dangerous driving campaign. I was running stationary radar on Washington when I observed a black SUV driving northbound. I was parked southbound at Hudson. I visually estimated the speed of the vehicle to be 45 miles per hour in a posted 25 zone. I then confirmed that with my front stationary opposite radar at 45 miles per hour. I had a solid, steady tone and locked the speed at 45. I had prior tested my radar to be working. It demonstrated operational correctly during my shift, and at the end of the shift, I tested it as well. I stopped the defendant, Ms. Bajouri, at Washington and 7th Street. She stated that she was driving for Uber. She was distracted by the passengers and music, and that she didn't know the limit.
I've gotten out of a speeding ticket because of lack of calibration on the radar. He couldn't prove or attest to it, so I've gotten out of a speeding ticket before. Because a lot of times what they'll do is they'll aim it up at the guide wires or at electrical wires, and that's how they calibrate it. They set it to those hertz, and if it's not done properly, it'll be screwy. And they can also write you speeding tickets because they can fire it up at that, make it look like you're speeding. It's so screwy.
When I asked her to find the proof of insurance, I essentially got what you saw earlier, where she was unable to provide it for me. She said it was buried somewhere in her phone. She dismissed me and told me that she was just doing something important. She was not able to provide it and never did until once I gave her the ticket. Then she says, well, you didn't give me a chance. I'll find it. Well, this is at the end of the stop. She was required by law to provide it upon request immediately, which she failed to do so. Thus concludes my testimony, Magistrate.
Ms. Bajuri, the ticket was issued on the 20th day of April. We are sitting here now on the 13th day of May. Can you produce proof of insurance today?
I can email it to you right now. I can email it to you, sir, right now. I didn't know. I have never been, I've done my insurance, and I swear to God, I done my insurance online.
Don't be swearing to God when you're under oath.
I am under oath.
That is extremely offensive to take an oath within an oath.
I'm sorry.
Now, you've had a month and a half to get it here. Emailing it to me doesn't cut the mustard. It should have been here now.
I don't have no mustard.
Screen share it, I'll look
I
at
can
it now.
send you some mustard
Well, then do it, please.
via email.
Okay, sir. I'm going to my car.
Are you able to see that, officer?
I'm trying to see if I can somehow scroll in. She is indeed screen sharing it. What was screenshotted says your policy term is November 9th, 2023 to May 9th, 2024.
Exactly.
So it is, while it is not technically current, it does show coverage at the date of the ticket.
Definitely, and I will ask them. They should have mailed it to my address, or I will ask them to email it. Yes.
Do you have the VIN of the vehicle that's being insured?
It is insured.
Stand by, ma'am. It appears that yes, the VIN is indeed a match. That is for the correct vehicle.
Ms. Bajuri, did you want to testify as to the speed?
Yes, the speed is a big problem, sir. The speed is a big problem. I have my car insured. I pay all the insurance, and it killed me, sir. The speed killed me. Sir, I was Ubering, and I don't have the money to pay it. And also, I can't add these points on my car while I was distracted by 6 girls in my car. I didn't want to put them down, and I took them in my car, and they were laughing. And then I said, guys, are you making fun of me? They were laughing. They distracted me. I don't know. They were not like the super great passengers. They were going to drink, and I wanted to put them safe, to take them safe, because I know when kids or when people they go to drink, they have to take an Uber. So I didn't want to put them down, but they were not the great passengers with me. Even you can ask them. I said, "Are you laughing at me? Like they distracted me and Uber because I'm a Royal Oak in a busy area and I'm helping people in my nice car. It's a Buick Enclave 23. I should have not Ubered in it, but I was unemployed and I have to pay for my kids. I have 4 kids."
Ma'am, I asked you to deal with the speeding ticket. Would you speak to the issue of your speed if you can? Were you in a Hugo? How fast do you think you were going?
I thought I was maybe going 30 or something, 35, because I was always receiving from Uber request because I'm on Royal Oak, and a lot of people, some of them, they are drunk, they can't drive, some of them, and I was always declining, and they were laughing of me for some reason. They were laughing all the time, and I looked at them like that was not nice, like, you know, like they were talking between themselves. I don't know what they were talking and laughing, and that was, I don't know. I mean, they might just want to have fun, but they can't talk in like just in their ears and then
Uber
laugh.
driver.
That was really distracting me, and I was feeling offense of, like, it was disrespectful. I'm an Uber driver for a purpose. I'm a foreign pharmacist, and I am in the licensing of my pharmacy degree. And when I Uber because I need to make my own money. I need to make my own money, and I have 4
Passengers
kids.
laughing at you is not an excuse for almost doubling the speed. The speed limit there was 25. Your speed was measured at 45. There's no testimony to the contrary other than your passengers were laughing at you, which would not have any relevance whatsoever. So I do believe you're responsible.
I'm laughing at you, lady.
As cited on that.
But if you can reduce it, at least I can pay the 200, and I can't have all these points. It's getting my insurance. They just renewed my insurance and they added a lot. Like I have to drive to work, and I'm quitting this Uber. I'm not gonna do it after this citation. It was the end of Uber.
Yeah, we haven't got to a driving record yet.
For a job, and I finally 2 days ago I started working.
And you've had 4 crashes in 2 years. You've had multiple tickets.
4 crashes
in the last several years. The average driver goes 7 years, 9 months between tickets. And it's a good thing you're not going to be Ubering. That's a tough job. And I'm sure that anything is better than that. But the fine is $200. And on the insurance ticket, you did not show it to the officer when he stopped you.
I said I have it, but I didn't deny that I'm not injured.
Talking doesn't do it, ma'am. You have to show it. Because it was insured, the statutory minimum fine that I can impose is $25.
I could have searched it. And I told him I can search it, but it's gonna take a while. No, I told him, and I was really like, he didn't wait on me.
Maybe
this
she just shut up.
Critical.
When the officer asked you for it, you couldn't find it. He then went back to his car. He was back at his car for multiple minutes doing the stuff he had to do. During that time, you could have found it.
It was very fast,
you
sir.
could have found it if you would have looked, and you didn't. The fine is $25. It's not going to go any lower because it can't go lower. That's the least fine that can be imposed for what you did or didn't do on this. So it's $200 on the speeding, $25 on the speeding.
Your Honor, I'm not from Royal Oak, and I don't know these rules in Royal Oak, and I swear I'm not gonna Uber even
There
if
is no special rule about insurance in Royal Oak. That's a state law. The speed limit in any city, the speed limit is 25 unless the city raises it or lowers it. I'm not talking expressways. And this is not just a residential area that is 25 miles an hour because all residential areas are 25. This is a posted 25-mile-an-hour residential area, and the fine is $200. The fine for the speeding is $200. The fine for not showing the proof of insurance is $25. They both need to be paid. You can do it online. You can mail in a check or money order, or you could come to the courthouse and pay it at the counter, but they need to be paid. Thank you.
Oof.
Sir, but regarding the tickets, regarding the points, that's hurting me, sir. That's hurting me. I'm not gonna Uber again. I Ubered a lot of people. I helped a lot of people, and I drove them safe.
The consequences for your conduct are being visited upon you. It's your conduct that is causing the circumstances that you're complaining of.
I can't drive 55.
If you just can excuse me, just half of the points are.
Oh, it's all good.
So, I know you know me, Magistrate. Do you see why she got the ticket she got?
Thanks for joining. Love the Squishy's Garden. Oh my gosh. It is how he finds all this stuff, it just amazes me. He just has time, I guess. I never have that much time.
I had all the time in the world, and I can't find stuff like that all the time.
Oh, it's what the hell? That's really weird. Let me see if I got it here. Oh man. That's Mike. What is it? What we got? No, I can't show that one. Some of them get really bad. Let's see if we've got. No. Yeah, what? No, we're not showing that. That'll be bad. I was gonna show something, but I'm like, oh no, that'll get me in trouble. that happens to me quite often. I'm just like, oh no, yeah, we're not gonna show that one. Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see if we've got any new stuff that came out from Squishy here. That was the latest one from Squishy. Revenge sentencing gone wild. Ooh, round 1. Let's see. Round 2. Oh, okay. Judge Simpson, I'm going to let this play and I'm going to go feed my puppies while this is playing.
All right.
This is going to be good.
That's what they're calling it these days. Okay.
No, I got 3 dogs looking at me like, dude, we will start gnawing on your legs. You're special. Oh, well, no, I mean, but the cool thing is Peter Kane is actually on right now. Peter Kane has his own channel. I mean, he is around.
I mean, if you guys are into that stuff.
I mean, I thought it was pretty damn hilarious. I think he's pretty damn funny. But we're not going to show him. No. There we go. Let's do this. I'm going to go feed my puppies.
Versus James Whitney.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, my name is Jeffrey Bennett. I'm here with and I'm here. James Dennis Whitney.
Man, I've been just taking over Shizzy's show.
This is people's emergency motion to modify violence in this case.
I find it surprising that they're alleging that she's in danger, the prosecutor, and they don't call her to show up. She reached out to a friend of my client.
Call her to show up to do what?
Today to say I'm afraid. I mean, I will say,
Mr. Bennett, you've been doing this long enough. You know that's not going to happen.
I don't know, at 3 o'clock with 24 hours notice, I couldn't have got a hearing in that.
Could have got a hearing on what?
If this was reversed.
Absolutely. Oh, do not even insult this court by saying that, Mr. Bennett. Do not, because you would have gotten a hearing. Had you filed a motion, had you requested that it is an emergency hearing, the public defender's office does it all the time. The fact you don't know how to do that and think that this court is playing favorites, you're wrong. Court's going to stand in recess.
Ooh, he mad.
Have you seen it? 14A District Court of County, Washington, session, the honorable Judge J.
You may be seated. Court recalls the case of the People versus Whitman.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. For the record, my name is Jeffrey Bennett. I'm here in Newton, I'm here. You standing to my right. Really, can you state your name before, please? James Dennis Whitney.
Let me just say this, Mr. Bennett. I've been on this bench almost 25 years, and never have I ever been insulted in the fashion you just insulted this court. No, my turn.
Sure.
The very first case, when you say that defense counsel or anybody else doesn't get access to the court like the prosecutors, you are absolutely wrong. The first case I called today was upon receiving a notification about something that I had considered in a bond, was notified that had been located. This court to the defendant's benefit, set that hearing. Without notice to any side, I set the hearing. So to be fair to all of the parties, I receive motions all the time regarding bond. And this court just seeks to be fair, to have a hearing. Mr. Bennett, if I had had in my heart the desire just to lock your client up, quite frankly, because the decision came from a magistrate under the court rule without a hearing, I could have changed that bond. But I wanted to give the parties the opportunity to be heard.
Yeah.
Now, having said that, so maybe you can put that in a little perspective. I heard you that you said you just got the discovery, can't go through it. Well, I'm going to give you about another 18 hours to go through it because I'm adjourning this hearing for two reasons. To allow you to go through the discovery, to give me a cogent argument as to why I should not grant what the people want. And secondly, because you have raised the ire of this court. I am not going to punish your client by what was one of the most ignorant statements I have heard about the conduct of this court from any counsel in all of my years. I will not, by any means, punish him for that. I do not make my decisions out of anger. I'm adjourning this to tomorrow, May 10th, noon. All the parties are ordered to be here. That is all.
A way to piss off a judge.
That is all. Noon tomorrow.
Oh, and it's not over. It's not over. Oh boy. Yeah, this guy is he is an idiot. I started watching this the other night with you guys. Judge looks absolutely just like he is ready to rip that guy's head off. Woof. Love it.
They're bringing him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's more. There's more to this. Because it's got
Judge Simpson is awesome.
Yeah, Judge Simpson is very, very, very lenient with stuff. So this is part 2. Because I saw part 1 the other night. I believe it was with you guys. And then I pulled up part 2 here.
Say this, Mr. Bennett. I've been on this bench almost 25 years. And never have I ever been insulted in the fashion you just insulted this court. No. My turn.
Just recap.
The very first case, when you say the first case I called today was upon receiving a notification about something that I had considered in a bond, was notified that that had been located, this court, to the defendant's benefit, set that hearing. Without notice to any side, I set the hearing. So to be fair to all of the parties, I receive motions all the time regarding bond. And this court just seeks to be fair, to have a hearing. Now, having said that, so maybe you can put that in a little perspective. I heard you that you said you just got the discovery, can't go through it. Well, I'm going to give you about another 18 hours to go through it because I'm adjourning this hearing for 2 reasons. To allow you to go through the discovery, to give me a cogent argument as to why I should not grant what the people want. And secondly, because you have raised the ire of this court. I am not going to punish your client by what was one of the most ignorant statements I have heard about the conduct of this court from any counsel in all of my years. I will not by any means punish him for that. I do not make my decisions out of anger. I'm adjourning this to tomorrow, May 10th, noon. All the parties are ordered to be here. That is all.
So that was what happened right
That
there. I
is
got it.
all. Noon tomorrow. Happy.
I feel so bad for the defendant. He should probably get a better lawyer.
Court does call the case, People State of Michigan versus James Whitley.
Your Honor, for the record, my name is Jeffrey Dunn. I'm very glad now we have Mr. Whitley stand to the right. Sir, please state your name. James Dennis Whitley.
Audio
This is a continuation of the hearing. Is there anything additional from the people?
Nothing additional from the people, Your Honor.
Anything additional from the defense?
Nothing. Yes, Your Honor. One thing additional is that if the court finds that money bail is necessary, I believe that based on this case, an appropriate bail would be something like a $10,000. The current bond conditions regarding specifically a GPS tether with the exclusion zone and the drug and alcohol testing, I think address what the primary concerns are in the report.
This client has no chin.
And of course, he should not be drug
it's
but the reason I think primarily that the 150,000 insurance bond is excessive is he has no history of any violence whatsoever. In fact,
well, can I just stop you there? Because I have some concerns about the representations of what happened that were made to the magistrate at the time, and some of them made to me yesterday.
Video where Judge Simpson's in his chambers.
I
He
went
doesn't know his
back
mic
and
is still hot.
listened
You
to
think this
the
is good? You see the other side of him in his chambers. Oh, wow.
And my understanding is that the alleged victim in this case contacted the defendant to pick her up from Chelsea bowling lanes or something along those lines.
he went to Chelsea Lanes to make sure she got home safe because she was intoxicated.
Right. And then after that is when this ensued. I'm having difficulty. Well, let's put it this way. According to what I have, he shouldn't have been driving. That's number one.
He wasn't tested. The allegation is that he was intoxicated. I don't believe he agrees with that characterization.
Mr. Bennett, do you know what you said at that hearing regarding intoxication? Well, first of all, I don't think there are two issues there. One, he wasn't supposed. My understanding is his license is revoked with restrictions, and that his activities in going there that night would not have been within his restrictions on his license.
Okay.
Right? Secondly, with regard to the incident, the indication is he was trying to get his keys to this, which to then drive again, which would have been outside of his restrictions on his license. And there was at least the indication when there was a talk of intoxication that the defendant at that time may be intoxicated.
I believe I said exactly that. He may have been intoxicated. Can I address that concern or not?
Go ahead.
Your Honor, if that's the concern is that he was driving when this happened, then an added condition that we can't be driving without a valid license.
No. My problem is with the whole story. Because why is he getting his keys to drive when he's not supposed to be driving? Is what I'm having difficulty even understanding the offenses you're telling me they may have existed at that time.
She was intoxicated at Chelsea Lanes. He wanted to try to drive her home. She refused. She drove her cell phone. I haven't seen the alcohol test. I don't know whether or not she passed or not. He followed her home to make sure she got there okay. The parties he had generally, I believe, according to the report, it's spent most nights there. Then they got into an argument and he tried to leave, couldn't find his keys, and that's when the incident with the bed, the phone, and the glass break began. I think, in my opinion, those sort of discrepancies are only, I guess, the absolute truth, I guess, would be relevant to the bond, but they decrease the likelihood of conviction when you have the alleged victim saying that her statements were entirely accurate, and wishing to recant, and him saying he was looking out for her. When the argument got loud, he had asked her to keep it down so her children wouldn't hear them arguing, because he was concerned about trauma they experienced from a prior abusive relationship. And telling her to calm down actually escalated the fight, and that's when the incident happened in the bedroom, which there's a disagreement about what that was. That, at the end of the day, resulted in the injuries that were sustained by the alleged victim to her wrists, our arms, and a head.
Guys, horrible
I would
attorney.
clear up since you gave me a chance. There were actually, I believe the people said there were 3 CAT scans, there were 4.
Just
I
man.
agree with that.
I was able to do what they provided.
Oh,
But
like, dude's trying to look all pitiful. He just looks pitiful without even having to try.
in this bond is somebody who is a close friend, the alleged victim, has known Mr. Whitley for 20 years and said he's not violent. This has never happened.
Well, apparently it has.
Regardless of whether or not there's a conviction, for purposes of bond, he does not pose.
Well, if I consider him a danger, yes. I mean, what I've got here is I've got somebody that shouldn't be driving, who may have been intoxicated, who would have driven on 2 occasions when he's not supposed to be driving, in violation of his restricted license breaking law. Then I have this confusion about the incident. I don't even know why he would have his keys if it now, as you're relating to me, that he drove and then followed her, which was not the indication that I got from listening to the arraignment. And then an altercation occurs.
Confuse the judge.
That results in
works.
What I would consider significant injuries to the alleged victim in this case, to the point of a level of medical care that was required regarding that person, which I think would have been significant. And then from that, does she have to keep moving?
Yeah. Like, woman, sit down.
And then, it creates in this court's mind a level of potential danger that this individual poses potentially to the victim as well as
Bubba Hotel
to the community. It certainly raises that level because he's not this
Morgan Freeman versus Chris Farley.
You say he is because he's obviously driving. I mean, he's got those previous convictions, which led to the revocation of his
no,
license.
what you need is
led to the restriction, and he's violating that twice that night, at least. So, I don't know.
Samuel L. Jackson, Chris Farley.
Caruso, was there something else?
Could you imagine Samuel L. Jackson as Jen Simpson?
Anything else?
Listen, mother. Can you tell that bitch to sit down?
Anything else, sir?
No, I just don't know. I get that he was driving.
I can't believe he was what?
He's violating his restriction. That doesn't warrant $180,000. But some cash bond is appropriate at this point. I think it should be something that.
Or how about he just sits his ass in jail for breaking the damn law? It's not like the first time.
And what
I was the defendant right now, I'd be like, Judge, I'm just get me away from this lawyer.
Is that in listening to what was the representations at the arraignment regarding what transpired, listening to what transpired that day, hearing what is today, it's unclear to me that that's what actually happened. Because that's not what's been said from the defense side about how this whole thing comes about. I then end up with an individual that is severely injured where they're at the hospital getting the treatment that they're getting. There's some indication that that's her fault. Maybe. But then, and that the defendant is trying to get away. I just find that version of events, it may indeed be true, but I find it, at least at this point, to be sort of remarkable.
No, you couldn't. Trust me.
That would be it. The court, go ahead. What are you going to say?
I was just going to say, I think it's my testimony.
Oh, I'm sure it certainly will, but I don't have that at this. Normally, when you're in a bond hearing, I have to assess it based upon what I see, and I would say also, with all due respect to the magistrate of this court, that making a statement of giving a PR, but then indicating that the people might file an emergency bond motion. How she'd know that, I do not know. But that, from my perspective, leads the court to believe that it was in part of the court's funding, but also as a result of what the court is looking at in this case, would find that her decision to issue a PR bond was indeed an abuse of discretion in issuing that bond. The court will leave all of the conditions as she set in place. I will set the defendant's bond in the amount of $35,000 cash surety.
That guy got off light.
Defendant remanded.
Yeah.
That guy got off really light.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, he is one of those kind of idiots. Yeah. He is one of those kind of idiots. He got off really, really freaking light. Really light. Oh my gosh. So yeah, remanded, but he's still 20 grand is nothing to scoff at. Nothing to scoff at. Well, as we saw from some of our folks, we've got a Okay. Cool. Yeah, we've got some really neat stuff going on with Dollywood. We've got some people that are meeting up for Friday Night Live, a live Friday night kind of thing. I'm probably going to be doing some more Edgecombe tonight. I know that that Mo is not probably going to be able to make it tonight, which is fine. But this is the one where we're going to be going over. If I'm not mistaken, it's getting ready to come up on his testimony, which is so screwed up because this prosecution is insane. And I may end up not doing the Edgecombe tonight. It just depends on how things go throughout the rest of the day. I've got let's see, started at 4:30, 5:30, 6:30. So yeah, I'll probably go with this until about 6:30 or so. And just sort of hang out here. What do you got coming up, Kern?
Just my normal shows tomorrow and trying to put out tomorrow. Big thing tomorrow.
Yeah, what do you got?
I actually got, we've been playing with this AI music stuff, and I actually found out, you own the copyrights to it if you have the pro license from Suno.
Yeah.
So I decided to try something out and see how I could mess with the industry. I got signed up on SoundOn, got accepted as an artist, and tomorrow I have an album that launches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
supposedly it'll be on Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere.
Nice. You have to show me the information. Send the information private chat.
I'll send it over to you. Yeah.
I'll do the same thing. We'll just become a couple of AI musicians.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, well, I did research into it, and the fun part is making money off of this isn't from Apple Music or anything like that. It's from it being used inside of like YouTube Shorts and TikToks.
Yeah, exactly.
It's by like an impression basis, I guess.
Right.
So it's kind of
and then it also becomes like it ends up becoming a solid means of like pennies.
It is.
Well, because I mean, it's I talked with somebody that was in the industry of they hold copyrighted music. They just imagine all of the songs that the Beatles produced. Michael Jackson owned a good portion of those. Well, the ones that Michael Jackson didn't own, this company owns them. And that they were explaining that they have royalties for so many different companies. They receive royalty checks that are like in the pennies.
Mm-hmm.
Like it constantly just is incoming, like on a daily basis. Anytime a song is used or anything like that, they're getting money for that. So that's pretty neat. Congratulations on that, man. That's really cool.
Well, I figured it'd be a good experiment to see how things would work on that. So,
yeah.
That said, I do actually need to pop out. I got some real life calling me. So
absolutely. I'm glad you could stop by. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure for you to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll do it again. I know it was really tight schedule. It was like, hey, if you're up for it, welcome to come by. So I'm glad that you could make it.
My whole stream setup into my office, so that'll be a few days from now.
Oh, no worries. You
have the rest of your evening.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll see you soon.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. It's awesome. You guys make sure you sub to Captain Kern. Make sure if you're not sub to him, give him some subs. See if we can get him up to that 500 mark. That would be awesome. As you can see, he's not going to come, hunt you down. Although it looks like he could, but he's not going to come hunt you down and force you to subscribe to him. But give him a little bit. I've been waiting for the next Edgecombe witness. Okay, well, yeah, I think I could probably still do the Edgecombe there. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I wasn't sure because I know that Mo wants to be sort of involved in it. We've also got, I don't know how many of you have seen the seen the Laura Owens October 24th hearing, but that one is insane. I did manage to pull that one up and have it going in the background, so we can be watching a little bit of that and see if any of these fine folks are going to be stopping by. Hey, save the honey for those that need wood chippers and food for the freezer. There you go, brother. Yes, Captain Heard's an awesome guy. He's good. He's good people. It's all good. It's all good. No. So yes, I do plan on having a stream tonight. The wife was out of town on a conference. She'll be coming back this evening. She'll probably be rolling in, so it may not be a super late stream tonight. It'll just be, I set it for 7:30, but it should be fired up. Yeah. Chippy can be fired up at any moment. But yeah, we're pushing on through because we've got some good stuff coming along with this. That one's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna show you a little bit of this next one. I'll probably fire out of here at about 6:30. This is about an hour and 45 minutes. So we won't be able to watch all of it before I have to jump off. Gonna dive off. Good food cooking here. Yeah, I've actually got a steak that I'm going to be cooking up tonight and some zucchini squash. Yes, nothing like a little bit of zucchini squash, a little bit of steak. Good tasty stuff. Good tasty stuff. I like it. So here we go. We're going to add you guys to the stage here, and let's do it. Let's do this. So this is Laura Owens and Mr. Eckerd. This crazy stuff. Yeah. It's very yummy. Very yummy. Oh, thanks for having him on the stream with him. I did that with him the other day. Oh, excellent. Okay. That is awesome. Yeah, this Laura Owens, woo. Talk about cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Now you watch her just like shifting her belly around on this one, like she's pulling it up, just like, and she doesn't have to be here. This is the worst part about it. She does not even have to be here. Yeah, Clayton Eckerd. Dogs are going crazy up there. I can hear them. Yeah, he is. He is a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. This is crazy. There's the judge. There's LO. Like, she won't even show her face. She just shows her chin, which is so, like, screwy to me. Like, she pulls up her face, but most of the time she's just showing from, like, here. It's so weird. She keeps messing with her sound. She's probably typing stuff in. Like, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Why wasn't he look at me? And of course, they're having a communication. If she was in the courtroom, she would hear her conversation that they're having, but she's not in the courtroom.
Hi, Commissioner. We're unable to hear you.
Ooh.
Okay, there we go. Sorry. All right, we'll start again. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm
Commissioner
Joe Texas. We're here in the matter of Clayton Eckerd. Am I saying that right now? Eckerd, sorry, versus Laura Owens. This is CB 20230533952. We'll begin by having everyone state their name. Mr. Eckerd, if you can state your name for me.
Clayton Eckerd.
Right, counsel?
Clayton Eckerd.
Yes, Your Honor. Attorney Joshua Lopez representing Laura Owens,
Yes.
who's present via Microsoft Teams.
Thank you, Ms. Owens. If you can state your name for me.
Laura Owens.
Laura
All right,
Owens.
thank you. We're here today regarding the pre-issuance hearing on a petition for an injunction against harassment that was filed by Mr. Eckhart. And so we have an hour and a half for the hearing. That means each side has about 40 minutes to conduct their case and their testimony. So you do want to make sure you're being conscientious of what you want to present in the time that you have available. We do have.
Holy cow, brother! Jump on for a little bit. Let us know what the latest updates are. That's why I sent out links to all the fine folks that are there. Let us hear what the latest updates are. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Just give them 5 minutes. Say, you're driving around, or throw the phone to the White Rabbit. Have her jump on and say, no, we don't want to talk to Shizzy. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, we're watching a little bit of the Laura Owens, just hanging out, letting you guys give us updates. The world is curious. See what's going on with the world of Tennessee right now. If you got, looks like you got some storms rolling in, or just had some storms roll through. I made a happy birthday song for Tonsil Twins Mama. I'll drop you a link. It's her birthday today. Oh, is it? That's awesome.
Have a number of exhibits. And so if you would like to use an exhibit or admit an exhibit, then you do need to lay some, what I'm going to call foundation for that exhibit, which means you need to tell the court what the exhibit is, if there's a specific date and time that relates to that exhibit, how you have knowledge of the exhibit, and how it's relevant to what we're doing. And then you need to actually move to admit the exhibits. If you want to present an exhibit, you have to, once you state that foundation, you have to actually move to the court to ask to admit the exhibit. Just because you submitted them doesn't mean they come into evidence unless you move to admit those. Okay? And then you'll have opportunity. So, Striker, you're going to go first because you're the.
Holy cow. So Captain Kern just dropped this one in here for me. It looks like it's taking a second to load up. I'm going to pull it up right here. So this is one provided by Captain Kern here. Let me bring it up for you guys. Captain Kern sent this one right here. And check it out.
Happy birthday, Jane. Although your knees are somewhat bruised, thought I'd drop a line to say that I wish this happy day would find me far from you. Happy birthday, Jane. No, I can't call you today. Keep far from me, or if us go to. Seems like years ago we met on a day I can't forget, 'cause that's when you kneeled before the bed. Do you remember the names we had for each other? I was your ditty, you were my dumpster. How could we say goodbye? Hope I didn't spoil your birthday. We know you're still acting very crazy, so I'll close this note to you with good luck and wishes too. Happy birthday, Jane. No, I can't call you today. Keep far from me, or if us go to. Seems like years ago we met on a day I can't forget, 'cause that's when you kneel before the bed. Do you remember the names we had for each other? I was your ditty, you were my dumpster. How could we say goodbye?
Whose birthday? MG, it's Laura Owens.
I hope I didn't spoil your birthday. We know you're still acting very crazy.
Thank you, Captain Kern. Appreciate that. MG, you have a link. You can jump on. I'll be heading out in probably 15, 20 minutes. But if you want to come in and let people give people an update of what's going on, feel free to jump in. I do have to grab a bite to eat here at some point in time. So I may just continue on with this one tonight. We'll see. Yes, it is hilarious. The tonsil twins lady is hilarious. This is her, right? By the way. Oh, Laura.
Plaintiff, you'll present your case and your testimony, and then the other side counsel will have the opportunity to question you, and then they can call witnesses, and you'll have an opportunity to question them, and then at the end, everyone will have an opportunity to make a closing argument. Okay. The things that people can testify about, you do need to make sure that they are related to something that you have personal knowledge of. So you can't just say, I saw something on the internet, and so now I can testify about it. Okay, so it needs to be something that you have some personal knowledge about.
Nice.
And
the judge laying down the law
I know
right
that
there.
this case also has a family court matter. This is not the family court case. This is not the trial on the family court issues. So I need everyone to focus on the issues that we have for this hearing. So we're not deciding pregnancy issues. We're not deciding paternity issues. Those are not the issues that are going to be decided today. So what this court is looking for is
I didn't catch this
a
first part.
determination as to whether or not there were a series of events that were aimed at a particular person that would cause a reasonable person to be annoyed, alarmed, or harassed, that that person was in fact alarmed, annoyed, or harassed, and that those actions had no legitimate purpose. Those are the findings that the court is looking to make. So, record for you, you're trying to show by preponderance of the evidence that that was the case. And then, obviously, Ms. Owens is going to be trying to show that there is not a basis for the injunction. So the things that are outlined in the petition are the things that can be discussed or addressed. Okay? But as I said, we're not discussing whether or not officially that there's a pregnancy or whether or not officially there is a paternity issue. Okay? So we need to make sure that we are keeping on track with what we want to show in our case.
I like this.
The series of
Like
events does need to be more than one, but it can be over any period of time. So those are the things that we're looking for. Does anyone have any questions about what I just gone over?
Your Honor, I have a couple questions.
Okay.
Did you want to hear opening statements?
I mean, I would allow people to do an opening if you wanted to, or you can waive openings either way.
Okay. And my other question is that what I believe that Mr. Eckert is going to present are emails regarding alleged harassment in this matter. But the emails, and I know you had indicated that, and I understand this is not the family law, the family court case, but the emails and the alleged harassment have a lot to do with paternity and things of that matter. So I think that those things are going to come out, despite this not being us trying to prove paternity and things like that. I think the content of the emails has to do with that, and so those things will come out.
And I understand that they relate to the specific basis for the communication, that they can be brought up. I just don't want the parties sitting time and be making any determinations as it relates to those other issues.
Thank you.
So, do either party wish to make an opening statement?
Judge does have a pretty mouth.
Begin with the testimony.
Present my evidence. Yeah, I'd like to make an opening statement.
Okay, go ahead.
You're going to hear that back in May of 2023, Laura Owens and Clayton Eckert became intimate, which led to my client becoming pregnant with twins. And since May of 2023, Clayton has refused to believe that my client became pregnant. He's refused to believe that he's the father of these unborn children. And he has refused to work with my client to create a plan on how and if he wants to be a part of these future children's lives. Instead,
this is family court stuff.
He's turned to his fans, he's turned to his followers, and he's spread rumors and lies about my client. Clayton has insinuated that my client lied about being pregnant. Clayton posted online about legal issues he knew little about regarding my client, Laura Owens, and a legal battle that she was involved with and is still involved with another individual. Clayton has posted about Laura that has led to harassment by his fans and followers. Laura has received harassing messages. Laura was...
That doesn't matter. Has he given harassing messages? Oh, Seriously, during this trial with the tonsil twin expert, you comment on dropping tonsil twins on the judge? Hey, I never said that. I said she had a pretty mouth. Gosh. Where did your mind go? Bad duck. Shame on you. That's why they call him Bad Duck.
Was asked to kill herself, and Laura has been staying inside to protect herself, which is why
it doesn't matter. He did not do this. She did this to herself. She is this dumb that she's done this to herself.
she's currently appearing via Microsoft Teams for this particular proceeding. And again, this all stems from Mr. Eckerd's post online. All communication from Laura to Clayton during these time periods that Mr. Eckerd put in his petition has been related to Laura's pregnancy with Mr. Eckerd's unborn children. It's also been related to what Mr. Eckerd would like to do moving forward with the unborn children, creating a parenting plan. And actually, it's also in regard to potentially him taking down posts, which again led to harassment by his fans and followers. None of the communication that Laura directed at Clayton was for harassment purposes. All the communication was for legitimate purposes, and a reasonable person in those same circumstances would not be seriously alarmed, annoyed, or harassed by that communication. And at the end of the hearing, we're going to request that the injunction against harassment be dismissed or not issued. Thank you.
I would consider it harassing.
So for testimony purposes, Mr. Eckerd, I'm assuming you're going to be testifying, and then Ms. Owens, I'm assuming is testifying, counsel.
Ms. Owens will be testifying, Your Honor.
So if I can have you both raise your right hand so you can be sworn in for me.
Sworn in for me? Squeak.
Promise for the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
You? Okay. All right. Mr. Eckerd, if you want to go ahead and begin with your presentation of your testimony.
Thank you. I think it is
yes, I am a
important
bad
to,
influence.
Just provide a little bit of context over that opening statement. It is what he had stated. I do not believe that Laura is pregnant. I know we're not here to discuss that today, but because of the evidence I will present, I'll explain why I've been receiving unwanted messages for the last 5 months, and I have blocked this individual from all communication, yet they continue to send me messages. And I have asked this individual
that is harassment right there.
Early on do a paternity test, and she said she would not do it unless I were to date her exclusively. And so then Ms. Owens threatened to go public, which I have submitted that evidence today. But my reasoning for why I doubt her and why I have chosen to cut off all communication is because if I can submit Exhibit 32.
And what is Exhibit 32?
So Exhibit 32 is an ultrasound image that I was sent via email by Laura. No ultrasound report was provided. And when I asked to speak with a doctor, she would not allow me to talk to that doctor. We also did an early
right there is a problem.
It was in the last couple of weeks. The mediator asked for her to make that phone call to that facility to prove that she did have do this ultrasound. She did not do it. She was not willing to make that phone call. And so with that picture and that picture alone, I believe it is photoshopped, and there is no report that she has been able to provide. And I've asked for it, and I would like a doctor to be able to stand behind that image, as I believe it's a fraudulent medical record that she has submitted to me via email.
Okay. Are you moving to Exhibit 32?
I would like to admit, yes, Exhibit 32.
Which means it sounds like to me
Because,
she's harassing.
If I'm not mistaken, Exhibit 32, double check.
Woman. Got a snotty look on her face too. Just here she stands.
Actually, I'm not going to
shows her belly.
Right, 32 will be admitted.
Push it out.
Thank you. May I continue?
Okay.
I would also like to admit Exhibit 36.
Before we get too much further, if you can just explain to me what you believe your relationship is or was with Ms. Owens, because part of the reason it's an injunction is
she
because
sucked me off. What more? What more can I say about her?
You listed as being not an intimate relationship. So I guess maybe if you can clarify that for me.
Yes, Your Honor. Laura and I had engaged in oral sex one time, And to me, as I filed this, I did not believe that constituted a relationship of any kind, as it was a one-time thing.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, sorry.
Exhibit 36, I would like to admit that as well. This is a flash drive file. This was also sent to me by Laura Owens via email. She, in this email, which I actually have, can I submit multiple at one time or no? Or reference them at least for now?
Okay.
So Exhibit 18 is a screenshot of the email that she had sent me with this ultrasound video that she claimed was, you can see on there, I don't know, 1,000,000% real ultrasound video. She's claiming that that was the ultrasound of our children. But then I uncovered the Exhibit 34. This is a YouTube video from over 6 years ago, and that video has the video that she sent me within it. And so Exhibit 36 is the video that she sent me, and then the video on YouTube. And as
well, I just did get an update from the Broken Baker, so you guys have a little bit of an update of what's going on with him. He just touched down in the U.S. He's boarding on a plane, so he can be heading out to Knoxville. I'm not telling you when that message came in, but just so you know that he is on his way to Knoxville. He will be there sometime shortly. So hopefully whenever he gets there, we'll have a little bit more information. And oh, that's cool. I've got a place to send you guys after this is done. And then we'll get some we've got new evidence in from the Tonsil twins. So this is a perfect lead in. And I'll be sending you guys there after this is done. You're in experts member list. Send me a friend invite or a message. I will be on in a bit. I am sure. I'll have $20 at Houston County before the night's over. Well, that is, you're gonna lose your $20, just so you know. You're gonna lose that $20. I know who he's gonna be meeting up with, and well, it depends on what night you're talking about. Because if you're talking about his night is already there. It's 10:30 at night where he's at, or where he's from. So I bet that jet lag is just starting to get to him. Oof.
As you play both of them out, you can see that they are identical videos. She had cut a portion from the YouTube video and claimed it to be her own when it was somebody else's. And so I would like to, I'd like to admit at least Exhibit 36, but also 34 and 18 to prove that she did in fact send this to me via email, and as 18 and 34 show, but also then to admit 36 because that is the visual proof that these videos are identical.
Any objection to 18?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't think there's enough foundation for the different things that Mr. Eckert is stating. It sounds like something was sent to him, and I don't know what websites that he's going to get these. And the things that he's claiming in here, he's saying that these are identical. I don't know if he can testify that these are in fact identical.
Okay. So 18 appears to be kind of a screenshot of almost this is similar to 32, but I think it's closer to matches the 34. But I think 18 is the one that actually was sent to him. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So do you have a specific objection to 18? Or objection?
That's what was
one more related.
Yeah. 17, 18.
18, I think, was the one that was sent to him. So do you have something specific about that exhibit?
I mean, maybe just some foundation regarding who it was sent from and how he knows. Got it.
So, Mr. Eckert, if you can just outline for the court specifically the way that you received it.
Yes, I was sent this by Laura Owens. As you can see in the screenshot, this was sent from her.
What date?
The date of it was October 6th at 4:39 p.m.
Oh yeah, this is crazy.
Any objection to 18?
Yeah.
Or 18 will be admitted. And then 34 give me more information about when and where you received this document.
So Exhibit 34, I uncovered as I had questioned the validity of Exhibit 18, what she sent me. I did not believe that it was in her ultrasound. So I started to look online, and I found this YouTube video. And upon playing it, I found that the video that she had sent to me is within that YouTube video.
Okay. Objections to 34.
There you are.
34 will be admitted. And then objections to 36.
Long John Silver,
Right, so 36
KFC
will be
mashed
admitted.
taters and gravy and hush
Record, do you
puppies.
want to continue?
Happy duck
Yes,
tummy.
I would like to. I would also like to discuss Exhibit 30. So Exhibit 30 entails a prior court case with this individual. And the reason why I bring it up is because of the repeated or similar patterns of behavior that Ms. Owens has exhibited. In this exhibit, there is an ultrasound in which she presented to this individual, and then it was found that through a reverse Google image search that she had taken that from online as well. In this case as well, she states that she became pregnant by this individual, and she also claims that she was became pregnant with twins after one sexual encounter. And so the parallels between my case and this individual's case, I think it's important to bring that to light and admit that as well, because this individual has displayed repeated patterns of behavior. And I think that's important to note as to why I question the validity of this individual's claims.
And where did you obtain this document?
I obtained this document from this court. I came in here, it's publicly accessible. So I came here and I searched it, and there's about 14 pages in this that I printed off. There's more in the court system, but I consolidated it to bring out the documents that referenced similar instances. And so this individual that she had brought this claim against also questioned if she was pregnant or not. It does state in here that she provided sonographic images, and the reverse Google image search revealed the images were identical to a sonogram found on a blog post from 2015. And then within this document, it shows the pictures that were submitted to the court, the ultrasound in question. And then I'd also like to bring to, in this document, in the picture, it says
ball. Do I look like a
that she sent to him, it looks like you're going to be a dad to one or two babies. And so she again states that she was pregnant with twins with this individual. And then on one of the last pages of this document that I pulled out, it was noted in this court case, the plaintiff reportedly fabricated a pregnancy and subsequent abortion in the past during a relationship with a Michael Maricini in 2016. I do not know, the specifics of all of these cases, but I do want to bring this to light and submit it admit the exhibit because of the repeated patterns of behavior that I think are important to note, because contextually speaking, that is part of the reason why.
He's doing a really good job of presenting a case.
I feel I'm harassed because I do not believe what this individual is stating. I don't believe anything that she's saying. And these are the reasons why.
I am so impressed with
Sir, I'm going to
object
to this being entered. This is an ongoing case. We don't know what claims are or are not true within this exhibit. I don't think that it's appropriate, and I don't think that it's relevant to Mr. Eckerd's petition in this specific matter.
Yeah, I can see where that's a good
So
argument.
one of the allegations is a pattern of behavior of accusing men of getting pregnant.
Yeah,
in
that's
his petition.
good, solid.
So I guess that's what he's presenting it for. So hang on, Ms. Owens, just a minute.
Oh, she's
I
angry
think
right
that's one of the
now.
allegations in his petition, but
Yeah, get this stuff in as soon as you can. Man.
Again, Your Honor, this is an ongoing case. We don't know what the result of this specific case regarding this exhibit is. We don't know anything about this case. It looks like this is some sort of complaint. It looks like it's a motion to dismiss, I'm sorry. Or there's several documents here. I don't think that this is relevant for this particular case. I think that this is speculation. These are claims that other people have made. I think this is hearsay. I don't think it's admissible for this type of hearing.
all right. So I'm not going to be able to admit Exhibit 30. I do agree that there's not, this is a complaint and a motion to dismiss, but whether or not there's significant information enough to be able to support that and whether you have any knowledge of it is I think I'm not going to be able to admit that exhibit. Ms. Owens is raising her hand, but your attorney is here. So did you have a question?
No, he covered everything.
So lower your hand.
And he's going to be speaking on your behalf unless you're testifying. So
I would like to testify.
You don't have your chance to testify, but you can't testify in the middle of his testimony, and then your attorney needs to be the one that speaks on your behalf, unless it's your testimony. Okay.
Does the one lady have not have a forehead?
Yes. Now I'd like to go in and admit each of these documents.
So just so you know, that right there is the look of Psycho. All right. That right there is the look of Psycho. She is, the reason that she's standing there is because she wants to show off her belly, because she is claiming that after okay, here maybe I can draw this out a little bit better. So she is claiming, her right here, she is claiming that she had like a very intimate moment with this guy over here on that side. So this guy right here says, well, she just might have had an intimate moment, but it was a little bit different. It was, she just went a little bit deep. And, that was all that he gave her right there. She swallowed it down like crazy. Whenever he was done, he walked away. Yeah. Whenever he was done, he walked away. Oh, good Lord. Is that tonsil lady? Yeah. Laura Owens. So she is the one. And she will constantly stand back up because she has to show the gut. She has to get that gut showing. Because if you get the gut showing, it shows, yes, look, Judge, I'm pregnant. And he's just trying to get a restraining order so he doesn't have to deal with her craziness. And she did some sword swallowing, claims she was preggers. Yes. Crazy stuff.
And I have them set in an order. So the very first one, Exhibit 1, this is just showing all of the files that I have accrued. There's often 2 to 3 emails that she sends me a day. She started sending me emails, tracking emails on the 6th of June, and she is still sending me emails as of yesterday. And so Exhibit 1 is just showing the frequency of her harassment from a bird's eye view.
And so when you get the email from her, tell me how this gets created.
Yes. So when she sends me emails, I screenshot them and then I place them into these files so that I have them for a record.
Okay. Any objections to Exhibit 1?
Yes, Your Honor. Again, I don't think that the frequency of emails is something that would indicate harassment without something more. If there's communication back and forth between emails, then the frequency of how many times somebody sends an email, I might send.
But she keeps changing her email address.
The frequency of emails between, I believe, May to now, and I don't know how many these are. We don't see the emails.
Hundreds.
There's nothing to say that this, in fact, is harassment within the meaning of the statute.
Total harassment.
I'm objecting to this being admitted.
All right. Over your objection, I'll admit Exhibit 1.
Exhibit
Neither
2,
of which happened through the
a lot of these next exhibits are all going to be phone numbers that Laura has contacted me from. She has contacted me from 13 different phone numbers, and I finally stopped blocking the 13th one because I knew that she just would continue to create a Google Voice phone number. And so this first one, it says in the text message, it's Laura, and you please unblock and then she shows her number. That was her original number. And so I would like to admit these one by one to show again the many different times that she has continually contacted me after blocking her from different phone numbers.
So this is a text message from when, do you know?
Unfortunately, I don't. It just says text message from today. Again, I was screenshotting these as I received them. I received these over the last 5 months. As far as what exact day, I'm not right now. I'm not aware, and I don't know if there's.
Can you approximate when this message came in, or you don't know?
To be honest with you, Your Honor, as far as when this one came in versus the other ones, I don't know. This one says, I have it down here as her blocked cell number 12, so this was probably one of her last ones that she had sent to me.
Wow.
And I would say that I think this one came through probably about a month ago, because since then she resorted back to sending me emails because she put a mail tracker on the messages. So she was able to see when I was reading them. But during this period of time, when she was sending these text messages, I was not opening her messages. And so she knew through her mail tracker that I wasn't reading them. So she decided to go about the Google Voice manner in order to get them to me, because
her mommy and daddy have more money than God. She can keep doing this with
impunity. So you have this one do you believe
That's
is
the worst
from,
part about it.
one of the 12, at least one, the 12th message that, as well, cell phone number that she was using?
Correct, yes. Each of these came from Laura, yes.
Okay. Any objection to 2?
Yes, Your Honor. Again, Mr. Eckert must show that there is harassment. When I look at this text message, I don't see anything that is even remotely close to harassing here. It's a text message indicating to him that they're
acknowledge me.
She has an ultrasound to show. I just don't see anything in here that is even related to the petition itself that shows that this is harassment, that he was annoyed, alarmed, harassed in any way. This is simply a text message.
Well, I mean, part of his petition is the high volume of those, and that ultimately he can testify whether he was annoyed or harassed by these. So I'm going to admit Exhibit 2 over the objection.
Yes. Way to go, Judge.
Again, Exhibit 3, just to make this, again, I want to be respectful of everyone's time here. This is, again, another cell phone that she had contacted me from, so I'd like to admit this one as well for the same reasons as Exhibit 2. Your Honor, it sounds like there's going to be a number of different cell phone.
Yeah, that sounds harassing to me.
Submitted to the court, and I just want to make record sure that I am objecting to all of these based on the same reasons I was objecting in Exhibit 2. So,
okay. Don't care.
So I don't have to just repeat myself over and over again.
All right. And so, this Exhibit 3 it has that similar language to please and block the original number. So you're telling me this came from Laura, but from another block number.
That's funny. Bad Duck, for the record, I'm not a stalker, as all stalkers say. Okay, love you, Cynthia. Give me a hard time.
All right, I'll admit 3 over the objection.
Thank you. Or also from Laura, this one says that she couldn't get into Google Voice.
I hope he isn't paid to, or at least just gets her away from him.
Was in fact using Google Voice and creating more and more numbers in order to harass me.
And also, I hope that this right here brings her to the forefront. So the next guy that comes along with her, comes across her, does a little bit of research and finds out the kind of person that she is, and thinks twice about getting involved in crazy. And I mean, this is a lesson to, guys out there that are just like, hey, she doesn't look too bad. I'd show her a good time. Yeah. This is a lesson for all you guys. Yeah.
And yes, I did feel harassed because I did not want these messages. This one you can see I did respond to, and what I said is how I felt. I was asking for her to schedule the paternity test, which she continuously declined unless I were to date her exclusively. But for the purposes of this text message, it was another unwanted text message that she had sent my way.
So tell me a little bit more about the dating thing, what you're telling me when you say that.
Yes, so you can see this in this exhibit here. She said, Justin, you won't read this, but I made you a pretty good offer. Meet up tonight to discuss the pregnancy and the possibility of dating. But regardless of the outcome, I will schedule a test with Radjen tomorrow. So her stipulation for taking a paternity test early on has always been that she would only do the test if I were to date her exclusively for 2 weeks. Then she dropped it to a week, and I did not agree to any of that. I simply just said, as it says in here, drop the dating stipulation, schedule the test, pay for the first part of it, then email me when you schedule it, and I will schedule my part. So I had continuously tried to figure this out, and she would not do the prenatal paternity test unless I were to date her.
And this Radjen is the?
Radjen is it is the facility that provided the test so that you can test for a prenatal paternity test for twins.
Okay. All right, I'll admit 4 over the objection.
5, again, is another text message. From her again, saying that she doesn't know how to use this app. She's referencing Google Voice. She said, I'd like to meet, no strings attached. I did not want to meet with her. She's asked me to do multiple times. I did not feel safe meeting with her because I'm not sure what she would claim if we were to meet up. I don't have any reason to meet up with her. So this is another text message that was unwanted and very harassing.
Wise man. I've been
over the
there.
objection, I'll admit 5.
6 again. Another text message says she should change her number. I would like to admit this one as well for the same reasons as the previous messages.
Right, and this is another different number than previously.
Yes, absolutely.
And then there's actually in this one I would even just like to highlight. She said,
like so back whenever I was playing on a regular basis and touring around the country, I ran into this lovely young lady that was she was definitely fun, but after spending an evening with her, I was like, okay, I need to get away, because she would get sloppy drunk, like constantly, like to the point of like blackout. And I was like, yeah, this isn't who I need to be hooking up with or hanging out with. This is not a good scene. She wanted to drive drunk, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to be around this girl. And at some point she got really angry because I wouldn't hang out with her anymore. I was like, okay, I'm done. See you, bye. I'm out of here. And luckily I had some pretty good friends that were around me at the time, that knew of her and knew the kind of person she was. And, she just need the correct head prevailed. Yes. She claimed to one of her friends that I had knocked her up. But regardless, she was with the guitar player like the week prior and drummer prior. I was sort of like third in line kind of thing, I guess you might say. So it was a really, really screwy, really weird. I mean, and they didn't want to have anything to do with her. But she saw me as an easy target, and I was like, nope, I don't buy that for a second. And I know that we didn't go there, because I was like, I don't want to be like sloppy thirds. And then, of course, her friend believed her. Her friend was just like, you're a dick for not like hooking up with her and staying with her, and what's wrong with you? And I'm just like, listen, nothing happened. Like, she was with the drummer, she was with the guitar player. I took her home because she was messed up drunk, and she gave me a slobbing on the knob, and I kicked her to the curb. I moved on from her. And so it was one of those, yeah, if she's knocked up, it is not by me. So she's happy to pursue this, but she needs to stay away from me. And she actually came at me physically and tried to attack me. I was like, well, all the more reason to move away. Yeah, I didn't see or hear from her after that, but I'm sure I wasn't the only guy that she ran into and pulled that stuff. So, hopefully she got the man that she deserved. That's all I can say, is hopefully she got the man she deserved. And I wasn't man enough for her. At least that's what she told me. So I'm fine with that.
She threatened to leak this to the media, which I will be admitting my evidence for that.
Before she wanted to date
to go to the media, which she ended up doing. This text message just proves that she was, again, looking to defame me through basically whether we date or leak this to the media. She threatened me to go to the media with this text message, amongst other times she threatened me.
That's harassing.
All right.
Right there.
I'll admit 6 over the objection.
Mm-hmm.
7, similar thing again. She stated at the time she would do it with no strings attached. I had then responded by saying, let's schedule an attorney test regardless. But she was asking for this agreement and that we needed to meet up for a good faith consultation. Again, I did not feel safe meeting up with her one-on-one.
Nope.
So I disagreed with
Stay
it.
away.
This is another text message that she decided to send from a different number. These are all, as I can just a reference, these are every single one of these, as you can see at the top, they're all different numbers. So these are all coming from a different number every time.
I'll admit 7 over the objection.
Yep.
Another text message, she just states that she sent an email to Rabjan, and then she threatened, do you want me to go to the public instead of meet up? So those were the options. Either we meet up or she goes public with the information.
Oh, no. See you,
I'll
bye.
admit 8 over the objection.
9, another message that I didn't block. As you can see, she sent multiple messages before I decided to block her, and she was asking for a good faith consultation. Again, she was trying to meet up with me. For what reason, I can only speculate, but I did not feel comfortable doing so. And so this is another phone number that I ended up blocking.
Yeah.
And can you elaborate on what it says? I just made what I think is a very enticing offer. What that means?
So to be honest with you, I don't remember exactly what her offer was. She made multiple ones, but they all centered around a very similar, if we meet up and we try to date, it was 2 weeks, and it became 1 week, then it became just meet up for this tonight, this good faith consultation. And she would make a lot of promises as far as once we do this, then I will go take the test. But again, I did not feel safe being with her one-on-one. I did ask actually to meet up with in the courts, or I said we could even meet up. At one point I said a coffee shop with people around, and she declined that and said, no, we need to meet up in private. So I said no to that, and blocked her again on this phone number.
I'd hold at 9 over the objection.
Hey, Roseman.
Again, 10, this is just another phone number. She mentions going dark on her, which is a reference to me not responding to her. Again, just to highlight that she has been.
Roseman, if you're available later, I'll drop you a holler. It may just end up being we give a shout out to all the fine folks that are in Tennessee right now and check in with them and see how they're doing. So if you're up for it, just let me know, Roseman. I trust that you will be just fine. You can show your ass to me anytime.
And consistently harassing me with me not responding to her for the large majority of these messages. The only time that I was often responding was to try to get a paternity test scheduled. Outside of that, I did not. I had little to no interaction with her. And so at this point, she references here, I will cancel the Radgen appointment. She had scheduled one, paid the $750 for it. But then in the past, as she had stated she'd scheduled it, she would end up canceling these. So it was just a show on her side of things to state, yes, I'm trying to do this test. But when it came down to it, she always placed stipulations whenever I responded to her. So at this point, when she said I'd spend $750, I did not respond to this and block this phone number because I was not taking any of what she was saying seriously. Because she can, every time I would ask, okay, let's do this, she would bring a stipulation on board.
At 10 over the objection.
Cool.
11.
I'll drop you one.
So again, similar thing. I think this is around the same time. She says she'll tell Radgen that we don't want the appointment next week. But I couldn't be more steadfast in my decision not to take it earlier than the stipulation. So again, the stipulation is the only way, as she says here. And then she says, anyway, I hate to go to the press, but that was your decision as well, and I respect it. And then she even says, she tries to talk about making an offer on property for real estate. But so again, I don't understand why, as clearly there's no relationship here or any interest in me wanting to talk, but yet she was trying to have any type of discussion with me. But again, she says your stipulation is the only way to do the test, and so I ended up blocking her again.
That was mid 11 over objection.
12, again, this one, she said she wants to do the test. I then said, you want to do the test and the stipulations. She said, you're going to be forced by the court to meet up with me. So the second I found out that she, again, I asked, she'd do no stipulation. She ended up saying, you have to meet up with me. And then she says down here, I said, you're willing to meet up in a very public place. You will take the test afterwards. She said, no, it's with a week worth of stipulations and hopefully more. So again, she stated that after she said she wants to take the test, she then confirmed that she was not willing to take the test unless the stipulations were added.
12 over the objection.
13. Again, another message from Laura, different number. I asked her she'll meet up with the court, the mediator present. She said that's not how it goes. We can meet up just us, and I will withdraw the request for sanctions. And then again, I said, would you meet up in a public location? This thing was cut off. It was in another text message. But she ended up disagreeing to, or not being willing to meet publicly. She said we had to meet privately, and so then I blocked her.
Oh, no. No, don't meet privately. Smart man.
Okay. How am I doing on time?
You have about 10 minutes.
That's okay.
Maybe 15 minutes.
I want to skip now. I want to make sure I get to the ones that I really want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Exhibit 15. Laura sent me a very alarming message stating that she was going to kill herself if I do not remove it was a video that I posted to my Instagram. So Laura has claimed that my responses online are meant to defame her, but that is not the case. Laura decided to leak this story to The Sun originally, and she leaked it with her as anonymously, so she did not place her name out there. But what she did do is she mentioned to them that we had an active court case. So that active court case, she is the one that brought that against me. In that court case, her name was on the court documents. So she ended up then bringing that, through the once this was leaked to The Sun, they submitted the story And then it stated that within that document that there was an active court case with me. People then searched my name and found her name through that. So this email right here, she was basically threatening me to take down my video. In my video, I just stated that this individual was making these claims. I just made a statement of the facts that they were making these claims, and they opened the court case against me. And then from there, I do have a large following. I am a public figure, a celebrity, I suppose. I don't like that word. But I have a large following, and then that audience, I cannot control what they do. But they then went and found that court case in the system.
Move the belly.
And found her name.
There
and
she
then started
is,
to talk about
moving
it
it.
online. And then Laura, I assume, was feeling the pressure from it being online and her name being out there. She then sends me this alarming message, which again, I
That's
felt was
just so
harassment,
creepy.
threatened to kill herself. I don't think anybody should ever receive a message such as that.
This woman is so damn creepy. If you watch her, she's just rubbing her belly. It is just so creepy.
All right. No, I'm going to continue to object for the same reasons that the other exhibits 2 through 11, actually 2 through 13, for the same reasons. I don't think that, again, this is showing that this is harassment by sending an email to him, asking him to take down.
I mean, her boobs got to be up here because she is like touching like the very top.
Not be admitted into evidence.
All right.
Like it's even gotten larger. She's sitting there.
Thank you.
More than any pregnant woman I've ever seen. Well, maybe she's itchy. She's itchy and scratchy. She's itchy and scratchy. She's got a little ball in her mouth, on her chin. She doesn't know when. I mean, okay, so her boobs have to be like here, okay? Her boobs being there, and her belly is like
Laura
up
has,
here.
Contacted multiple nonprofits that I work for.
If you look, it's just sort of like a very sad
basically get them to
meme.
not work with me. So in this email here, she sent this to the Arizona SPC. This was a
just wanting to,
just spoke actually at this health conference. I'm a mental health advocate. And so Laura began to blackmail me and reach out to an individual that she had seen that I interacted with online.
It means her
so I'd
belly
like
button
to
is like
admit
somewhere
this
up
as
in
evidence,
here.
that again, she was harassing me through reaching out to individuals close to me and attempts to defame me.
So why are you sticking your face down there?
She copied me on email.
Look, it looks just like her.
This was sent on August 3rd, 2023.
Okay.
Looks just like her.
Any objection?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm going to object because this appears to be an email.
Give her some eyes here.
That Mr. Eckert was.
She's cuckoo for cocoa
either to or CC'd on. That indicates Laura's reasoning for why she believed that he shouldn't be a
She has to
speaker
make
at
sure
this
that she's
conference.
being seen on the
And
camera.
it isn't
Well, here you
harassment,
go.
and it doesn't seem like it was directed toward him. It was
There you go.
directed.
Some horns for the evil wicked
directed
witch.
to the Hope Conference in relation to whether he should be speaking.
She
at
can
this
give birth,
what was going
vomit
on.
any moment. The belly
and
just
his
keeps moving
credibility.
up. Yeah,
I don't
she's
think this would be appropriate to be admitted in this case.
like, this
This
makes
wasn't
no
directed towards
sense.
him for harassment purposes, and so this shouldn't be admitted.
It's so
I'm having
weird.
it 23 over the objection.
Fiberglass tummies will make you itch.
I would like to now go to Exhibit 26. This email was sent by
She
Laura.
just ate sushi from the local gas station moments before this
again,
hearing.
with the videos that I was posting in order to protect my own image. My image is how I make my money, and I make my money online. Mental health advocate. Also, being a public figure, I have brand deals and such, and companies that I work with. So everything that I've stated, I've never once mentioned her name in public. And then in this email, as I put out a video to protect my own integrity and protect my own reputation, Laura threatened to sue me with a massive lawsuit and stated she had an unlimited budget
I'd
to
be
sue me,
vomiting
which I
CSEC.
thought was very harassing in nature.
Is this the same video that was the previous nature of the other email that she was asking
Well,
to
you
take
know,
down?
that
Or
fat
was
suit
I believe
was
this one
getting
was,
hot,
to be honest
so
with you,
she
again, I put up
she
a
wasn't
few,
expecting it to go this
messages
long.
Or videos. I believe that was referencing that video, where again, I believe it was either that, but to be honest with you, I'm not sure if it was that one or if it was the one where I stated I had scheduled a prenatal paternity test and I was waiting for her to schedule her portion. I submitted about, I think I put 3 or 4 public statements online, and every time
belly just
she
got
threatened me
bigger.
to take it down or face legal action.
Any objection to 26?
It's just
yes,
so
Your Honor, same thing
creepy.
that I've been objecting for this entire time. Again, I don't think that
I can't
this
stop
email
watching her
specifically
rubber
shows this
belly.
kind of
It just, it
harassment.
looks
I don't think that
creepy.
it's relevant to the petition, and for those reasons, I don't think this should be admitted.
I'll admit 26 over the objection.
Thank you. Anything else?
You know, it's unfortunate that the judge didn't say, "Hey, can you can we meet in a private room? I need you to pull your shirt up and turn to the side and make a 180 because something doesn't seem right here. But of course, you can't do that, but damn it. Got to keep rubbing. Maybe a genie will pop out. Yeah, it'll pop out her freaking mouth.
I guess I will go to Exhibit 19 now. This was, again, another email that I was copied on. Laura had sent this to my father. I sent a long email basically saying that I blocked her and that, hopefully he could get through to me and get me to end up talking with her. So she, again, I want to admit this just to show that she went to various different avenues, friends and family.
That's the point.
In order to
She's
bring light
claiming
to,
that she's 6 months pregnant at this
and
point.
put pressure on me to then interact with her.
Or something like that, or 5 months pregnant. It doesn't matter. She's not pregnant.
This isn't directed at Clayton, Your Honor. This is directed
Because
at
he's saying this has been going on for 5
father.
months at this point.
Mr. Eckert's father is not indicated in this petition. He's not here today. I don't think that this should be admitted for those reasons.
Not this judge. So the problem is, Captain Kern, this right here, the judge couldn't order an OB exam. This particular hearing is for her to be basically for her to stop contacting him, for her to stop harassing him. He wants a restraining order against her, so she'll leave him alone. At this point, that's all it is. Just have her leave me alone. This is a restraining order. This is not family court. Judge made it very clear at the beginning of this. This is not family court. It's not a family court issue. We're not going to be talking about pregnancy or any of that stuff. What we're talking about is him being harassed by her. And he's fine not having any communication with her whatsoever. I mean, if the judge says, I'm going to grant you a restraining order and you're not to have contact with each other, wouldn't matter. That would be the ideal thing to do. But that's not what happens. Because of her craziness.
It does depend. Mr. Eckert was copied on the email as well, so I'm going to admit 19 of the objection.
Thank you. I'd like to look at
About 5 more minutes.
Okay, thank you. I'd like to look at Exhibit 16. This was an email sent to me from Laura, and basically in this is Exhibit 16 and 17. They came within the same email. She stated that this is the photo I'm going to use. It was a picture of two pieces of clothing saying Eckert twins coming February 2024. In this email, she said, "Surprise! I can't wait for the arrival of these two next Valentine's Day," which I don't know how she would know that she'd be due on February 14th. But she stated then that on a more serious note, her father said he wants nothing to do with the process. He has blocked me. Tag him and let him know what you think. So this was a threatening email where she was stating, if you want option A, and option A had to deal with dating her. She said, "I will not post this. I'm just looking for support during this incredibly overwhelming time."
And when was this sent?
I see that it says yesterday, 2:23. So I wish there was a timestamp, but I believe this was earlier. This was probably 3 months ago.
3 months.
This was towards the beginning. Again, this has been 5 months ongoing, but this is probably 3 months. And at this point, this was before
so 5 months.
She had not leaked the story.
So she's claiming she's at least 5 months pregnant because it's been going on for 5 months. Yeah, this is crazy.
To the sun at this point.
Any other objection to 16 or 17?
Objections to both for the same reasons stated before, Your Honor.
All right, at 16 and 17.
Thank you.
All right, so at this point, everybody, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be firing you all off over to go watch the Tug. I've got another stream that I'll be starting up here in about a half an hour. If I'm running a little bit late, it's only because I'm eating some damn dinner. So be slack on me. If you see it move forward or anything. Also, it's going to be open for all of our fine folks that are either going to Tennessee, going to be in Tennessee, hanging out. I'm also going to send an invite to Roseman. She's welcome to swing by anytime because she's pretty damn awesome. If you haven't seen her ass, just telling you, it's a pretty sexy ass. That's all I'm saying. She may show her ass. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you guys over to go watch the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Tug, or better known as that umbrella guy. Is it that umbrella guy or the umbrella guy? I always forget, damn it. Is it the umbrella guy? Because, that crazy psycho, whatever her name was, Elaine, she got me all screwed up with that. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's that umbrella guy, but Jesus, I don't know anymore. I'm so lost and confused. But we will see you guys in about 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes. Go say hi to Tug. Make sure you give him a thumbs up on the way in. And I will see you guys very shortly, probably in half an hour. I may end up starting out the stream with this, sort of catch up where I left off. We'll see you soon. Peace, y'all.
I love a buttered biscuit.